Hello, Covenant County. Welcome to our Thursday, August the 2nd, 2018 edition of Good News Covenant County. Coming to you from the square here in Andalusia, just to the right of the courthouse. We're up here with Brother John, Cousin Jared, and of course our engineer, Old Daniel. We're glad to have you here with us today. Woo! Talk about rain and humidity. We got up here early this morning, and the humidity was so bad, I told them if we couldn't get some cool air in here, I was going to do the news naked. Fortunately, they got the air conditioning going in a hurry. I didn't want them to call my bluff. The first segment of today's news and information, and it won't be today's naked news, thanks to air conditioning, is brought to you courtesy of Joe Richburg and his team of people at JR's Lawnmower in Opp, Alabama. Now, I'll tell you what, I've been over there a bunch of times, and I like JR personally. He's really involved in the community. He's a fine human being. But that shop over there, JR's Lawnmower, is a really special place. They're regular Husqvarna heaven. Now, they sell a lot more than just the world's finest chainsaw, and I want to brag on them. I want to tell you that the Husqvarna XP is a great piece of work for chainsawing. It'll take down about any size tree you want. They've got it in a number of different configurations. But JR's is just the place to go for anything Husqvarna. They're one of the largest Husqvarna equipment dealers in the United States, and they've got everything from zero-turn lawnmowers to the old-fashioned push mower. And I'm not talking about with an engine. I'm talking about you push it, it turns a reel, and it mows. They've got everything from lawnmowers, zero-turn mowers, to turf trimmers. And when it comes to outdoor and turf management equipment, they may be one of the places that you really want to go and look at. They've got a wonderful equipment. One of the most impressive things I've seen over there is the Automower. I call that the automatic goat. All you do is sit on your porch and let that thing go, and it cuts your yard. When it's done, it comes back to you. They also carry Husqvarna safety equipment at JR's. They've got special zero interest financing on some Husqvarna equipment, and there's other situations where if you put the right combination of equipment together, Joe can give you a 20% discount. JR's Lawnmower and Opp also carries Generac, Honda, and Kawasaki engines, generators, power washers, and power plants, as well as Cushman and Easy Go golf carts. And buddy, they sell a lot of them. They lease them all over the United States. You go to a professional golf event somewhere in the southeastern United States, and you might be riding in one of JR's lease units. They've got a great deal on those units if you ever want to buy one. They also have a big selection of big green eggs and merchandise. They've even got the wood pellets that it takes to make your meal perfect. In addition to the Husqvarna professional products, JR's carries saws, weed trimmers, and blowers from Steel and Grasshopper. And tell you, Grasshopper's got another zero-turn radius mower that's just great. We see a lot of those in professional operations too. JR's has got what it takes to make your outdoor work a pleasure. Go see them over there on Cumming Avenue at 1006 West Cumming Avenue in Opp, Alabama. Go see them or call them today at 334-493-9645. Now, in other local news, we've got some information from the Covenant County Board of Education. It looks to me like they've done their final hiring before the school's system begins. In an article by Christopher Smith in today's Andalusia Star News entitled Covenant Board of Education's Hire Support Staff for 18 and 19. Christopher's a good friend of ours who does a fine job. Wednesday, August 1st, 2018, the Covenant County Board of Education made its final hires for the 2018-2019 school year. Yesterday, the board hired the following people: Lisa Marie Max as a lunchroom worker at Pleasant Home School, Elizabeth Barra Taylor as a bus driver at Pleasant Home School, Jennifer Carol Kaiser as a nurse at Pleasant Home School, Megan Lee Bowen as an instructional aide at Strawn Elementary, Kelsey Bradley Nixon as a lunchroom worker at W.S. Harlan's Elementary in Lockhart, Christy J. West as a bus driver at W.S. Harlan Elementary in Lockhart, Alabama. The board also accepted the resignation of Tammy Morgan Camps, who was a nurse at Pleasant Home and School, and the retirement resignation of Lisa M. Gunner after 25 years of driving a school bus at Pleasant Home School. You know, she had to be ready to retire, about 1 week behind the wheel, and I'd be ready to go crazy. Congratulations on your retirement, Ms. Gunner, and congratulations on these new jobs to the rest of the folks. Well, we're going to be back in just a minute with more messages. Enjoy this break. Hey folks, welcome back to Good News Covenant County, a Thursday edition here up on the square. Our next news segment is brought to you by our friends at Darby's Village Pharmacy and Darby's Medical Center Pharmacy here in Andalusia, Alabama. No matter where you are in Andalusia, there's a Darby's Pharmacy pretty close by. They've got a location within reach of you just about anywhere, whether it's the original Village Pharmacy store at 301 East 3 Street or their new show place, I call it flagship location at 822 South 3 Street across from Andalusia Health. That's Andalusia Hospital for us old timers. Darby's is just about whatever you need for whatever ails you. The licensed pharmacists at Darby's are well trained, and their staff are some of the most courteous folks that I've ever met in my life, and I think you'll find that to be the truth for yourself. Darby's pharmacy prices are competitive with the big box stores. I know. I shop them both, and I continue to go back to Darby's. And the medical center on South 3 Street has got some of the nicest accessories for children and adults I've ever seen in my life. I mean, they've got some of the things, you know, that you normally expect, sunglasses and over-the-counter drugs. And their prices on those are competitive with the big box stores too, but they've got some other things that are just beautiful. They've got christening gowns, they've got Melissa and Doug toys, they've got rugs for children's rooms, educational toys in addition to the Melissa and Doug's. They've got scented candles that are just out of this world. They've got wonderful t-shirts for the beach. They've got bags for the beach. They've got frames. You'd just be surprised by what they've all got in that store. And it's a lot bigger than it looks from the street. Go in there and let them wait on you. You'll have a good buying experience, and you'll remember the place after that. Call Darby's at 334-222-8825 for the original location, and 334-582-2222 to reach the medical center location. Darby's helps you stay healthy. Now, got an interesting meeting coming up here in Covenant County. It's about health care. There's a group called Alabama Rise, and they're planning on a listening session here in Covenant County. And this article in the Andalusia Star News by Christopher Smith goes on to say the Covenant County Grassroots Alliance and Alabama Arise are sponsoring a listening session about health care in Alabama. Local organizer Steve Hubbard hopes that people from all spectrums of the poverty scale will be in attendance. I'd like to add to Steve, I just hope it's all people from all spectrums. Arise Citizen Policy Project and Alabama Arise will be here to listen to your concerns and to talk about Arise's work for state policies that better serve low-income citizens. Hubbard said the main topic for the overall discussion will be about improving health care in Alabama, and suggestions is Alabama Medicaid plans new ways to improve health in our system. I think he meant health delivery. Hubbard wants people to learn about Alabama Arise and hopes that if people come, they will feel like they're becoming more involved in their community. Arise is a group that will work with people and make life better, Hubbard said. They will be talking on subjects such as Medicaid, payday lending, and eliminating general sales tax on groceries. Mike Nicholson from Arise Citizens Policy Project and Alabama Arise will speak at the event. Nicholson is the coordinator of the Southeast Alabama Area Arise Citizen Policy Project, which is a statewide nonprofit, nonpartisan coalition of 150 congregations and community groups and hundreds of individuals united in their belief that low-income people are suffering because of the state policy decisions. Hubbard hopes that at least 100 people will be in attendance to the listening session. This is a real issue with health care in the state, and I hope our people will come and listen and speak out, Hubbard said. A number of counties in Alabama have seen rural hospitals closed within the last 12 months. Camden has closed its hospital doors, and there have been significant impact on lower income health care in that area because of it. Hubbard says, I hope that healthcare professionals will also come to the listening session because there has to be concern about how this is going to affect healthcare providers. The event is free and will be located at Andalusia City Hall Auditorium on August 14th from 6 p.m. until 7:30 p.m. Don't know if it's going to be long enough. More information about the event, call 800-832-9060 or email mike@alarise.org. That's MIKE@ALARISE.org. In other news locally, there's a drug take-back event set for today, and our friends at Darby's Pharmacy are helping out on that. South Central Alabama Mental Health Center, Darby's Village Prescription Pharmacy, and the Covenant County Children's Policy Council, and the 22nd Judicial Circuit Drug Task Force are working together today for a prescription drug take-back event. The event will be from 2 until 6 p.m. today. And they're advising anyone with unused or expired medications to please drop them off at Darby's Village Pharmacy, located at 301 East 39th Street in Andalusia. That's over by CCB. No questions will be asked. Those dropping off the medication are asked to remove the identifying information from medication bottles. Now, what they're asking you to do is, if you've got a label on that bottle, and let's just say it's for metoprolol, that's a fairly common blood pressure medicine. Scrape all of that off so nobody can get the prescription number or what it is, and then reuse it and get a prescription that was in your name that you're not even aware that they're refilling. Scrape all that information off and bring it up there in the bottle, and the people at Darby's will take care of its disposal. There are a number of lives lost every year to people that accidentally take the wrong drug, but even more so, there are a number of lives that are endangered because prescription drugs are abused, stolen, and resold to people that want them for other purposes. Anyway, folks, please take advantage of that this afternoon. We're going to take a break right now. We'll be back shortly after these commercial messages. Folks, welcome back to another humid day in the South. I feel like a page from a Faulkner novel. It's so humid out there and sweaty. I feel like I ought to be getting out and picking peas or something like that. It's just dadgum sure a sweaty, wetty day out there. Are you having trouble sleeping, folks? Well, if you are, the answer to your sleeping problems may not be any further away than Alabama. Now, I'm not here to prescribe for you because I know I've had to go and have a sleep survey run, and it was really helpful for me, and it may be helpful for you. They do an excellent job with those kind of things at Andalusia Health / Andalusia Hospital. But sometimes that's not what the problem is. Sometimes you're just not matched to the right bed. And you might not need a sleep survey or an expensive visit to a doctor. A good night's sleep may be as nearby as a trip to Op Mattress Company, located at 405 Brown Avenue, Brown Street in Op. Now, how do you get there? Well, you go to Op and you get on that main drag. You get on Cumming Avenue, that's going right through Op, east to west. And when you get to the part of Op that's over there by Dice Music Company and the Army Aviation Federal Credit Union, you turn south on Brown Street. And you'll go in there and you'll see Jimmy Rogers at Op Mattress Company. He'll be on the left. And Jimmy may not have a medical doctor's degree, but after over 55 years in the mattress business, he's got an earned PhD in helping people sleep. Now, if you're interested in a mattress, I'd advise going by to see him because he's going to show you that there's more to it than just, hey, what's the price on a mattress for my king-size bed? Go in and see Jimmy. But if you need to call him at 334-493-4268. It's worth making an appointment to help him get the right bed for you. When you get in there, Jimmy's going to look and see how tall you are, and he's going to ask you how much you weigh, and he's not going to try to hurt your feelings, but he's going to try to find the right mattress, spring, and combination of things that match your weight and the weight, if you have somebody else that sleeps with you, their weight and their situation. You'll make that mattress fit you so that you can get the best sleep possible. He's even got a mattress that'll keep you cool all night. If you like to sleep on cool sheets, he's the man for you. Now, just call again, 334-493-4268, and ask for the fella in the fishing shirt. Hot Mattress has fine bedding from Jameson in about any size you want. They've even got truck mattresses as well as frames and bedding. That's Hot Mattress. It's a name you can sleep on. Now for today's weather. If you can't guess it all right, I'll give you a clue. It's wet. We're going to have showers and thunderstorms for most of the day. Some of these showers and thunderstorms are going to be heavy. They can produce much as a half to an inch of rain. In fact, in the last few days, we've already gotten over 2.20 inches of rain here in Andalusia. Slightly more than that in Op. We got calm wind becoming southeast around 5 miles an hour this afternoon, but the chance of rain is 80%. Unless you get a thunderstorm, the rain amounts are going to be between 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch. But like I said, you get a thunderstorm and all bets are off. Thursday night, it drops down to a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Mostly cloudy with a low around 52. Again, low breezes out of the south and new rainfall again in the 1/10 to 1/4 inch area. Friday, showers and thunderstorms are pretty likely. Mostly cloudy with a high near 84. Calm wind becoming southeast in the morning and the chance of rain dropping to about 60%. Friday night, we got a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Mostly cloudy with a high of around 84 and a low at night of 71. Saturday, it drops down to a 50% chance of rain, but our temperature is going to go up near to 92 degrees. We'll have a calm if much wind at all, and then Saturday night, we're going to have about a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Mostly cloudy with a low around 73 tonight and calm winds. And I think the National Guard units in this area will be off at drill most of this weekend. I hope they're not having to go out and have a field exercise. Maybe they can sleep where it's warm and dry, or at least cool and dry. Folks, we'll be back in just a minute after more announcements. Folks, welcome back to our final section of Good News Covington County for today. Our final segment of news and information comes to you by our friends. It's brought to you by our friends at Andalusia Tire Company. It includes some news about the Andalusia High School Band as well as the fishing tables. This section of local news and information is brought to you by the folks at Andalusia Tire Company, located at 850 Western Bypass here in Andalusia. If it's round and it's got rubber on it, it rolls up and down the road or out in the field or somewhere else, it's probably a tire. And if that tire's got a problem, you can probably get it fixed at Andalusia Tire Company. If you've got a flat on your lawnmower, your bicycle, your farm tractor, or your car, those folks at Andalusia Tire Company can probably fix you. They're the best stuff in this area to get your stuff rolling in a hurry. If you need anything to help you with tire needs, front end needs, chassis needs, whatever, call Andalusia Tire Company and speak to Jimbo or Todd or Greg Caton at 334-222-3136. Again, they're located at 850 West Bypass in Andalusia, Alabama. Andalusia Tire is locally owned and operated. Shop with these folks because they keep your money local. They'll do the work right the first time. Now, in local news about the Andalusia Band, and Andalusia has had a fine band for a number of years. In fact, so is Op, and so is Strawn, and Florella, and Red Level. Covington County has a tradition of fine high school music makers and bands. The Andalusia Band, if you've been listening in the afternoons, is getting ready to put on their first halftime show of the year. They get out every day and they put all as much time out in the sun and sometimes the rain as the athletes do. They learn a lot and they make a show. They have to learn parts of the show that are just like the plays that athletes have to practice for, and they'll break it down and they'll go back and do it over and over again. The Andalusia High School Marching Band, known as a Sound Tradition, is gearing up for this year's football season and they're all about jazz. They decided to do a jazz themed show this year, said band director Benny Shellhouse. We've been doing rock for a couple of years now, so we need to change it up. The show will include selections such as Summertime, When the Living is Easy, I Don't Mean a Thing, Fever, a great, great old Peggy Lee song, Big Noise from Winnetka, and other songs. The band will march 177 students this year. Though the sound will be the same, one thing will change for the students, and that's the surface on the field where they march and their proximity to the stands. Andalusia High School's newly renovated stadium has an artificial turf. And that's going to change the way that the instruments sound. And the other thing that's going to happen is they're going to be a lot closer to the people in the stands this year than they have been in the past, because they've removed the track and the band marches closer. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do and hear how they sound at the newly renovated stadium in Andalusia, as I refer to it as the facility at the University of Andalusia. Now on to today's fishing tables from Bassmaster. Thursday, your best fishing times from 4:37 in the evening until 6:53. Now, I'd have told you this morning what the best times are, but that's already passed. Friday, if you want to start your fishing, get out early at 4:50 in the morning, and for your best luck, keep on fishing until about 7:20 a.m. Friday afternoon, you need to start drowning the worms around 5:15 and keep it up until 7:45, right before dark. Saturday starts with pretty good fishing beginning at 5:29 in the morning, and the bite continues until about 8:15 before it quiets down. The fish will wake back up and start biting again around 5:54, and they'll probably have their fill of everything by 8:40 that evening, Saturday evening. Well, folks, that ends today's broadcast. It's about time for us to get on out of here and for you to start what we hope is a great day. Remember two things: be kind to one another and shop local. I'll see you later.